I wanted to create a 4-1-2-1-2 custom tactics that I could use at the start of the game. The recent 4-1-2-1-2 narrow that we did was very aggressive to get back into the game. But for me, I think with the way FIFA 23 post patch is, we can ping the ball around, we can play some good football with it. And obviously having the cam and two strikers helps massively. So how are we running our 4-1-2-1-2 narrow? Let's show you. That's how it looks in game. Grealish has been absolutely incredible in that cam role. Rashford and Arnautovic up top. I'm a strong believer in always having someone that's fairly decent in the air. Arnautovic does that for me. And then a more techie, nimble player, skillful player, which is Rashford. You want to make sure your wing backs have good stamina and your right CM and left CM can shoot, defend, and do everything. And then a DM, obviously, that sits there deep. So what are the tactics? We run balanced defensive style. Post-patch recently, we have seen the change to press on possession loss and press on heavy touch. You can still run them as long as you've got good 5 substitutions. However, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow for me, it is really aggressive in the press if you can press into the middle. But if the opponent's smart and plays the ball out to the wings, it's actually quite difficult to press and trap them in. So running press on possession loss on heavy touch can be like counterintuitive. Hence the reason why I just go with balanced and trust the press manually. We are going to go with 40 width. And for those of you that are on old gen, same principle applies. These tactics will work. Just change the depth if you feel the game is a little bit more open. I go for 65 depth here. I like the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow to be quite a high line and to try and win the ball back, to ping it around and look for kind of that quick counter. If you are unsure on tracking over the top 3 balls, as I always say, you can lower the depth like 50, but you don't really want to go any lower than that because you just invite more pressure. And sometimes having a higher line and trying to keep the gaps between your midfielders and the defenders minimal can actually be helpful when, you know, trying to deal with over the top 3 balls, because you can press the ball a bit quicker. You can try and stop the ball from coming in altogether. Now, for our build-up play, it's one of the first times, we've done this a couple times this year, but not really that often, fast build-up. We normally go with long ball. Fast build-up is great in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow because your players will transition up together. However, one thing you need to be mindful of, if you lose the ball in the middle of the park, your fullbacks, your right centre mid, everybody is going to be running forward. They're all going to be out of position. So you can really kind of shaft yourself in that area. So do make sure that you're very precise with your passes. You allow yourself to kind of build up. If you are finding you can't do it, like, you know, you lose the ball too much in that transition, change this to balanced, please. But fast build up is what I go with. Now, chance creation. We normally run direct passing or forward runs. This encourages balls in behind. It pushes the defense back on forward runs. With direct passing, it's great for those little 1-2s and then the ball in behind. However, what I try to trust here is my ability to trigger runners myself and to use player instructions and just player movement in general to help with that. So I actually go with balanced. And I haven't really done this all too much this year. This is when you get into the final third. So this allows you to play football, to ping it around, to look for the trivela, to look for the byline, to look for crosses. It actually encourages a mix of play styles. And for our width, we are going to go fairly neutral. It is a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so it means that we want that narrow play style. 45 width on there, and as always, same players in box of 6 and then 3 in corners as well. Now for the player instructions. If you want to elevate your FIFA game and take it to that next level, you can get one-to-one coaching, squad reviews, and access to multiple videos to help you get better at FIFA. You can join our Patreon page starting from £4 per month. A link is in the description. Your big man, your big striker, if you have one, just pick them on stay forward. Getting behind can be great, but having it on mixed attack just means that sometimes they'll show short, sometimes they'll run in behind, sometimes they'll move out towards the wing. It's just a best of both worlds. But your more techie, quicker striker, the skillful one, getting behind, stay forward, this is the one where I might lay the ball into Arnautovic. Arnautovic will play that ball first time over the top and into Rashford. For our centre attack in mid, I left them on balance. I was testing to see whether you could make this defend in a 4-4-2. So for our left CM, I had them on cover centre, and then our right CM, I have them on get forward, get into the box across, and cover wing. It doesn't defend in a 4-4-2, but it actually still works really, really well. Having this one on cover centre means that you have your two midfielders here, basically, you know, in the DM's role. And then this right centre mid on cover wing just helps in that wing department as well for you. Get forward, get into the box across, though, to have that extra man, that overload coming in through the middle, so you're not just attacking with 3 strikers. But your left CM needs to be able to shoot from range. Benassa and Park Ji-sung can both do that. The centre defensive mid, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover centre. And now the big thing for this tactic. I have my fullbacks on balanced and overlap. I always say it. I run balance because I just love to attack and I back myself in the defensive scenario. For you, if you're worried about over the top 3 balls getting hit on the counter, move this to stay back while attacking. That's not a problem. However, please, please, please bring your fullbacks forward in attack. Get them involved. Because if you don't do that, you have no width in this formation and you won't be able to run it all that effectively. So stay back while attacking is fine. Just manually bring them up. Manually get them involved. Okay? What we're going to do now is go in and show you some live highlights to see exactly how this formation and tactics run in-game. I want to say, what's that 3 ball? Yeah, fine. Easy. We'll go out towards the wing and then we'll work it into the middle. Good football. Good football. Ooh, unlucky. Close me down. It's fine. Put some pressure on here. And again, he can shoot that any day. No problems, though. Nice and compact in the middle. Makes it really difficult for the Trivela, actually, for them, doesn't it? Do I get that? Winner? Jeez. All right, good defending. Let's go. I think that's a prime example of how good he is on the ball. Unlucky. I'm in trouble. Good tackle. That'll do. They just need to be a bit more clinical in that final third now. Did I need to go wide there? Could I have found Ji-sung? Back stick, though. Lovely! There's the get forward on Park. Let's go, man. Marcus Rashford. Finish. Clinical. We'll recycle back with Ji-sung. What, Grealish? Ooh. Ooh. They favored a short one here. Oops. And return to Grealish. Benassa. This is looking threatening. Park. Nearly. All right, play the long game because fullbacks are out of position. Watch that over the top through ball. Let him go offside now. Come over to him. Well in. Good defending. Gave the ball away there, but good defending nonetheless. Look at him. Ji-sung. What a player. Oh! On out of it. Takes really good volleys. Could also fit into a QPR past and present. Good tackle, Thiago Silva. So like here, tap L1, you see how Grealish goes, and then I just flip the right stick if I want him to like angle it better. Here, tap it, and then on out of it goes like that, you see? That's how it works. Be aggressive. That's actually really good defending. And again, back to keeper. Well done. Good defending there. If you are after some 4-3-2-1 tactics, you can click this video that is next to me on screen and go ahead and see how we run the 4-3-2-1.